So when I'm saying that everything here is God's mind, then I'm not just talking about a belief. This is actually the experience. But to explain it, we have to remove the concept of God and ask ourselves, how does a mystic see the world? What does it take to become a mystic? Well, you have to recognize the mystery of existence. And it's hard to recognize the mystery of existence if you believe you know something about life. And we seem to live in a world with a lot of people, and everyone has a lot of knowledge. We live in a world with a lot of philosophers with a high intellect. They want to know everything about everything. But it's hard to see the wonder of existence when you slap labels onto anything, believing that you know everything. Because when you look at a landscape from the view of a child, then you see just pure aliveness, wonder. But when you see the same landscape from the view of an adult with an intellect, he's only seeing birds, the sky, the sun, the tree, the grass, and that's it. The adult doesn't see the wonder. The adult is only seeing the dead concepts. Remember when you were a kid and you asked your parents, what is this, what is that? They told you, this is a pen, this is a paper, this is the sun, this is the moon, this is the sky, this is the sea, the ocean. That was your programming. And the very same programming created a self-image person that seems to live in your head and thinks he has free will. And that person, which consists out of thoughts, wants to escape the matrix now. But it is the matrix. When you find out who you truly are, then you recognize that your past never mattered in the first place, because that untouched consciousness is already free, and it is always seeing the world as one mystery. But when we look at objects, we still think that they are separate things, because we actually think that we know something, because our teacher said that this is a wall, this is a window, this is a lamp. And it looks different, obviously, and the texture is different. But our perceptions are limited. We would all agree that this is a couch. But couch is just a word, a thought that appears in consciousness. What else do we see? We see the color gray. And I can also touch it. And I can feel pressure. And in actuality, I have no idea what this is. But because the mind doesn't like uncertainty, it just pretends to know, yes, this is a couch, of course. But we can also just try to find out what it is exactly, so we know today that it consists out of atoms. But what are atoms? They are just different appearances in consciousness. And again, because our mind doesn't like uncertainty, it just slaps a label onto it and says it's an atom. And then we can analyze the atom, its behavior, and interpret why it is doing what it is doing and what it actually is. Then we say, yeah, it's because it's creating the world. It's the fundamental basis of the world or whatever. But if you would just ask the scientists like a little child, but why is it doing what it is doing? Why? You keep on asking like a child. The scientist would come to a point where he just has to say, I don't know, we don't know yet. And that's what the mystic knows. We have no idea what this is. This is a mystery. We just pretend that we know that this is a wall, that this is a body. We have no idea what this is. It consists out of flesh and blood and bones. But we have no idea what flesh, blood, and bones is or means. Those are just concepts, words. So we are in the midst of a great unknown mystery. Mystics know that, which is why they call it God. Because when you know that everything is a mystery, then you're actually always just in the inside of God's mind, and whatever you touch and hear and smell and taste and see is the mind of God from the inside. Even Meister Eckhart said that true knowledge only comes from not knowing. There's the story in the Garden of Eden where Eve took a bite from this fruit and she gained knowledge of good and evil. So it's the fruit of ultimate delusion, the fruit of samsara. So she started to believe that she's something separate from God, and Adam too. And she thought she knew things. And immediately she was ashamed because she was naked. That's how suffering starts. Now we can try to figure out what this is. Separate objects, give them names, find out how molecules work, atoms work, the quantum field works, the unified field works. But the mystic knows that it will just remain a mystery. We can slap a name onto it and call it mystery or God or consciousness or whatever. But once you see it, then you know that it's just one big being or mystery or whatever. And it's like a dream. And it wants to experience itself within itself. And you cannot find the creator in a book. Someone asked me, what book do you recommend? I said, your heart. You have to read your heart. Because, and when I say heart, I'm not talking about the physical heart. I'm talking about the unmanifested witness, which is not incarnated. You are not incarnated. This is God looking through those eyes, looking at himself. And every single sentient being with eyes or sense perceptions is God experiencing himself. But some people don't like the word God, so you can call it what you want. It's a mystery. It's the great unknown. So there's no separation, of course, between this body and this wall. Why is everything how it is right now? Because being is as it is right now. And I'm already tired. Almost fell asleep, but I decided to make a video. And I think that's already it, because I'm really tired right now. But yeah, if you like the video, like it, subscribe, leave a comment, and have a great day.